All right then, welcome everybody to the stream. I realize I accidentally pressed the wrong button, but it doesn't really matter. We are here and we are ready to go. I just need to quickly turn my fan down and then we are going to get started on some of this. So Feyrand, we are going to hopefully finish up with today. So I want to just get started. Okay. Game crashed. Okay. Apparently I'm not allowed to just start playing. That's just not allowed. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go. So yeah, we finished off in Gapholt last time, and I would like to finish off the questing that we have to do. Last time we got a little bit distracted because it was Thursday and it was like the reset day for all the stuff. So yeah, we want to try, if we can today, just not worry too much about it. And Feyrand, there we are. Yeah, so tonight I want to just try my best at getting through those quests. Now, we have at least 50 to do for like the next zone of questing for the deed, that is, and then we also have like I think like 10 or so, but hopefully for the current zone, which hopefully shouldn't take too long, and then we're done with the quest deeds and the explorer deeds most likely, and then hopefully we can just start working on some Slayer in the background. Obviously I've been doing some Fangorn stuff in the meantime, so that's slowly getting those numbers up. And I also grabbed a new jewelry item recently, so that was fun. So in terms of what I have, we now have the gifted ancient helm of the Honored Rim, which gives us some good stats. I mean, comparatively, fingers crossed it won't take us too long and we can potentially get a shield from these instances. But looking at that compared to our previous one, obviously we are still gaining, well, no, that's of the spear, I lie. We had the shield on. We are losing morale, which kind of sucks. But overall, we are getting a pretty significant chunk of other stats. So physical mastery is at 205, crit is at 32.5, which means one thing I can start doing is if I like replace, I don't know, some of my stuff here with like defensive stuff, then hopefully I'll still be overcritted or overcapped. One thing I have also done, I just find they're on sale, so I decided to get myself the Tome of Might 9 because I already had 9, 10, 11, so that's good. So yeah, that should help out significantly, not significantly, but like 44,049, and then these, assuming we don't have too much skill lag or item lag or whatever you want to call it, lag in general. Let me use my items I bought. I spent lottery points on these, please. Please. Please? Okay, there we are. So we literally only gained like 15 physical mastery out of that. But as these slowly go, I really feel like this shouldn't be taking this much time. So 83. Yeah, I feel like this shouldn't take this long to work. Obviously, they recently changed how that was our... Was that our Might 9? That was our Might 9. They recently changed how stat terms work and how the scaling works or whatever, so we'll see how that goes. But in total, we've gone from about, let's say, I don't know, 15 under that, I think is what it would have been. Or no, 5 under. Let's say it was like 78. Up to 119. So if I can get a Might 12, and we can start building up on those stuff. And fingers crossed that works. Hello, welcome. Let's go pick up our Gapholt quests because I want to just get on start.
I do not know if we will survive.
Oh, that's interesting.
This onslaught.
I haven't seen that yet.
of what is happening to these lands.
I also need to check real quick how many... So we are obviously working on Fangorn. We are at 62 tokens. We need 210 for the next set.
I do not know
if
we will survive this onslaught.
I mean, that's good, so that if there's a conversation going on, you're not just like completely lost.
I am afraid of what is happening to
if that is the thing that's actually
these are desperate
consistent.
Times for the Rohirrim.
Obviously, it only happens once in a while. Then I guess we'll have to see.
Happening to these lands.
Reduced awareness. Not anymore. My reduced awareness ran away as soon as I tried to do anything about it.
To these lands.
Okay, I'm kind of glad we've got some rather simple quests to start, because if the servers are just really not having a good time, then at least it's not a huge issue. Right, come on. I'm trying to... Okay, leave me there, please. Thank you. Okay. See, I haven't had too many issues. I had one really bad issue in an epic battle, which kind of annoyed me because I lost my, whatever it's called, my platinum from that. And other than that, I haven't really had too many issues. So fingers crossed this doesn't last all that long. I'm guessing these two horses. No? Oh. Okay. Maybe we'll just wait for this to catch up, because we're currently on 6. That's one like little thing that I kind of wish was faster.
Begovanen.
Blocks fruits. Thank you for the follow. All right, let's go pick up all these. And fingers crossed we don't have any like particular big issues. Obviously, we did immediately crash as soon as we tried to load into Faerend, but fingers crossed, it's just one big issue at the beginning and then nothing afterwards. Oh yeah, there wasn't anything. So it seems the wiki is correct. Though on that topic, I did realize that they haven't changed this. Which they should probably do, because it still says earn 100 or 200 promotion points to gain 1 class point, and I don't think it's a major thing, but that is incorrect, so you know. There was quite an interesting one. This is no, it doesn't give you anything extra. I think that was pointed out in the thing, is like it won't, epic battles won't give you anything extra now, because I'm pretty sure they made it so the whole system is like, before you could technically the deed just doesn't give you anything. It would be nice if it gave you Lotro points or like something instead, but there's no actual benefit, because yeah, it was the deed before that actually gave the trait point. So that's been removed. And if we go to where would it be? Promotion points 1. Yeah, nothing. Reduced awareness. Yep. Not surprised. But yeah, I don't think it's a major thing, and I'm not gonna lie, like most people aren't going to read that, so it's not a massive deal. Though yeah, it is something they should probably look into. Malaclips, thank you for the resub as well. Barricades. Oh, further back. Yeah, I would have thought that... well, the thing is, you would have thought that them going and doing all this, like, this whole do of the whole system, right? That they would go through and be like, what gives trait points? Okay, let's rework that. Oh, epic battles give, or promotion points give, points. Let's, make it so that's correct. But I'm not gonna lie, epic battles are kind of slightly feel like dead content. Like, okay, I've actually been quite enjoying the epic battles recently, having gone through them. I've been going through on like my 140s, and I've actually been quite enjoying them, but it's not unfair to say that past 100 they are technically worthless and or useless, and even more so now with the trait points not being a thing. Right, before people would do it because they want to get as many trait points as possible. So that was like a nice thing. I think it would be nice to have like different level scaled ones. So like if I kind of was thinking about this, I really wish I was able to run like a 140 epic battle rather than being scaled down. Because yeah, like I'm still strong enough to pretty much one-shot everything. But at the same time, I think it'd be cool to like actually run it like on level almost. You can do them for stat tomes. I actually got one of I got a stat tome out of it the other day, which was quite nice. Gotta work out which horse I've got to feed now. So yeah, that's something which is quite nice. And there was a horse that you could only get from, I think it's these two. There was a horse, Falathorn. No, yeah, that one. So available as a rare drop from succeeding in Pelagia epic battles or from the Steeds of the Tireless box. As much as I like the idea of that and having like a rare thing, you can also just get it from, I'm pretty sure, the curator. So, I mean, it's kind of lost a bit of value there. But yeah, I definitely think adding like delving difficulties to more stuff would be quite nice. One thing I've actually realized, and this, I don't know if this is necessarily a positive for epic battles or just a real pointing out of how bad my gearing was in some cases. But for example, Afka, my mini, I leveled to 130, motes geared completely, and then I just like used missions to get them to 140 with like my alt account to like double down. So he's running 140 gear at 130 gear at 140. I have now got uncommon delving gear, so technically he's a little bit better. But in terms of jewelry, I've actually found that the epic battle jewelry that I've been getting, so if you get a reward, like a jewelry piece from an award of like these, it does actually scale to your level up to a maximum of 100. So being at 95, we'll get 95 pieces, but being at 140, we'll get 100. However, for the boxes, when you open the boxes, they scale to your level. And I've actually been getting some, like, you know, purple or teal jewelry that's actually better, like a ring that was better than my motes gear, because it's scaled to 140, which I just find kind of funny.
I am afraid of what is happening.
Yeah, I think it could be cool. Like, they could have stuff on, like, rotate. You know how they have, like, featured instance? They could have something similar with, like, an epic battle where, like, I don't know, you can get, like, a chance of a rarer thing, or they could just add something. Or maybe just add more uses for Stars of Merit. I don't know. Obviously, doing, like, what we're doing with Feyran and potentially other characters later, like, yeah, we're going to be using the Stars of Merit, but at some point it is going to be not actually like beneficial to us. Though speaking of cosmetics from stuff, I actually decided I was curious because I've been thinking about this for a couple of days, but I was curious and I ran through. I want to see if I could do Rift solo on Tarvelard, and that sounds really dumb because a 140 doing a level 50 raid is quite easy, but I didn't know if there was like a mechanic issue that would stop me from doing it, and it seems like it's fine. However, I actually got like a couple of like quite nice cosmetics, staffs, like staves or whatever you want to call them. Have always been one that I'm like, there's always been like staves and staffs, whatever, have been an item that I've never really found a great cosmetic for, in my opinion, that I've loved. I really like the Rakish one, and I'll probably use that, but I actually found a really nice one from Rift today as well. It is an actual item, but it is cosmetic. I also realized on the context of Loremaster that there's a load of like tomes that you can get that seem to only drop from Rift, and I got like 2 of them today, so that's pretty nice. So I'm maybe going to try and run through Rift a couple more times on like some 140 alts because it's easy enough, and then see if I can get those for my Loremasters. Yeah, like they could do some sort of festival. I mean, they added the like extra geode thing into the festival after, or like the rotation after some people ask. So I don't really see why epic battles, which probably were quite a large amount of, like a big piece of content to make, why they don't just sort of use that to get some extra use out of it. I think, you could, so unless I misunderstand, like other than years, I'm pretty sure like in terms of months and days that the world of Middle-earth uses the same calendar, right? Pretty much. So although it won't be a one-to-one sort of thing, I'm curious, like what's the day that like the Battle of Helm's Deep like happened, right, in the year, and that would be like a perfect day to like have that run, you know? It's like close enough that it would at least be parallel. March 3rd to 4th, Third Age 3019. So if there's a day we want to do it. I wonder if that's like something we could unofficially do, right? It's like, well, that gives like a month and a half. And then, for example, I mean, I guess it would take a while, but you could do Deeping Wall 12-man if you had enough people together. And then 6 for Helm's Dyke. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the epic battles I've been doing have been, and this is not really the greatest thing that I should have been doing, but because Stars and Merit do like boost higher, like depending on your level, I have just been like, before I leave for work, I've just been, you can AFK these final 2. So I decided I decided to like AFK those every time I got for work. And I've just been like slowly going, guys. 4-year follow anniversary. Damn. I wonder how long I've been following for. Thing is, I made my Twitch a lot longer before I like started streaming, right? So I don't know how long I've been like properly streaming around. If you want a challenging solo leveling experience. Okay, so the technically correct answer is Treebeard. Or Shadowfax, I guess, but technically Treebeard, because you can change the difficulty. You level quicker, right? Yeah, it's like I've got like a tier 3 sub for like the entire duration of like the account or something. I'm my own tier 3. But yeah, you can add the difficulty selectors so you can get deadly, and then you level slower, so you sort of have that going on. Except you don't have all the content available. Yeah, if I just put like A, let me check. I've subbed for 67 months. Yeah. I have 637 messages in the chat. Probably most of them are like exclamation point skin. That's probably it. Yeah. So I guess it will be... It'll just be like 9 years soon, right? Like that'll just be what it is. Oh, I did that wrong. I've been trying to get better at my my masteries. So Treebeard is... Oh, didn't they have like a proper event calendar that showed when Treebeard sort of levels up now? Lotro event schedule. Okay, so at the end of this year, Treebeard will be at on the 6th of December 2023. Treebeard will hit level 95. So you've got quite a while left. Eventually, when like, I don't know, maybe when it hits 95, I might end up getting a character slightly higher level. Because although I don't personally find Treebeard and Shadowfax particularly, they're not exactly my cup of tea, I do think that I know I want the titles just to say I've got them. So, because what are they? What's the Warden one? I actually don't know. So you've got Apprentice of Arms, Disciple of Arms, Adept of Arms, and Master of Arms. I mean, I think it would be nice because they'll definitely, like, I won't... Well, I think I could use them. I don't think I'd use them in day-to-day, but I could see myself maybe using them for, like, a stream, like, challenge thing. I could see it being, like, with Fee-Man, where, you know, you have channel points to change the difficulty. Would be quite interesting. Like, you could tier it up and tier it down by 1.
I am afraid.
Which would be kind of cool.
Happening to these lands.
And it would be nice to do it from the VIP thing, potentially. Because then, I think it would be kind of cool if people, like, band together to, you know, people would band together to, like, you know, at the same time, jump up, like, to tier 6 for half an hour or something. Or Deadly 6. I guess tier 6 is Deadly 3, but... Yeah, I think I'd actually, now that you just mention it, I think I would use it to actually practice gambits. Because one of the issues I have is, and this is like not me bragging or anything, I think it's just generally how it goes, is I don't really get a chance to practice like long rotations because everything dies in like a couple hits at the moment. Especially with the sort of style of character we're running, where we're sort of making everything as strong as we can. You know, I'm capped out on my crit. Like, I got a 32% chance to crit, or 32.5% chance. I'm doing 205% damage. You know, stuff like that. I'm hitting 38.7% of the time, or I reduce. Yeah, but sometimes you want to be like, I don't know, if they knock me out, I need to work out, or I think against an enemy, give me a sec. Against like an enemy, they'll start like having inductions, and then mentally I'll be like, right, I need to interrupt induction. Like, I need to think about that stuff on the fly and get used to it. So I'll see the bar and I'll be like, right, boot, let's go. Or I could, you know, I've been trying to get onto doing this. Not that one. Which one was I doing? What was that? Come on. Alt 1, Control 1, Onslaught, which also interrupts inductions. I'm trying to get like used to that kind of stuff.
These are
and then corruptions and whatever. So just getting more like out there usefulness. I know RK, in my opinion, is the best at corruption removal. Which is why I think that honestly RK is like, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I think RK is actually one of the like most versatile classes. I think everything has an induction cancel. It's just me remembering what they are. The Warden, see, like, yeah, Minstrel has like 3. Keep has 2. Warden is just annoying because it's a gambit. Yeah, Hunter, so Bjorning is Nature's Vengeance. Brawler is Helm's Hammer. Burglar has Purge Corruption and Startling Twist. Captain has Cleanse Corruption and Blade of Erendil. Champion has Feral Strikes. Guardian has Sting. Hunter actually has 2, which is Dazing Blow and Blood Arrow. Lawmaster has Dispel Corruption. I just think the cooldowns and Improved Final Word and Speak No Evil are quite nice. Yeah, Mini has 3. Warden is just annoying though because it's a 3 gambit. So it's 1, 3, 2. No, sorry. That's I'm not sorry, I'm talking about corruption removals. I think we're talking about different things. Induction can I don't know actually. Lotro induction cancel. What are they called? Induction. Interrupt induction. Skills. There's not like a page for it like on the wiki for a thing. Blinding Flash, Light of the Rising Dawn, Storm Lord, Test of Will. That's all like Lawmaster.
I do not know if
I think I kind of got confused and was mentioning both of them.
Times for the Rohirrim.
I was kind of talking about both of them, so I was saying like induction cancels. I have to remember like I can use boot or like the other 2 that I've learned or remembered recently to like think about. But yeah, then I was thinking about corruption removals because corruption removals are like the one thing that's kind of messed up our Isengard runs or Orthanc runs, and I don't even know my corruption removals that well. Oh yeah, reversal, like I said, 1, 3, 2. But I don't know a good... I need to work out... I guess one thing I could do is 1, 3. Where's 1, 3? 1, 3, and then that is reversal. And I don't use those 2 that often. So I could think about it. Or could, like, try it. We'll see.
A dark power waited in the shadows of Woodhurst for the moment to strike.
Oh, I've got an idea. I've got a really dumb idea. Right, you 2 fight them. I'm just going to aggro literally every other enemy in the area. Give me a second. This is how I've been playing Warden recently, and it's clearly not very clever, but it's fine. The thing is, I kind of have the morale to kind of do this now. I might die, actually. Maybe I should switch. Okay, just need to... Nope, I died. Just give it a second. Everybody will die. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, at least it doesn't take me out of the thing. I am kind of annoyed that it didn't... Right, you guys, like... I was kind of hoping for a generally better... death rate so that my morale would go up. Not gonna... Oh, this guy has 330k morale. No wonder. Wait a minute. Why is it so high? Yeah, that was... I didn't pay attention. I mean, we were just saying how I want a hard enemy to get used to, right? So... Oh, now I can do... Oh no, I didn't get to do my thing I wanted to try. That's kind of annoying. Okay, you've got like a slight bleed. I think I would have been fine if you didn't add that one. Yeah, I get first aid, which is nice. It's only a 5-second cooldown, and I can use it in combat without like too much issue. I just need to remember to use it more. I think because Warden's just overall got like so many skills that it's just kind of annoying. Not annoying, but like sometimes it's like, oh, what do I use? You know. Okay. Oh, right. He's just given up. He's like, ah, we're done. We're done with it. And then I've been trying to use conviction a bit more. Am I using... I must have just got a crit heal. Oh yeah, I did get crit heal. I guess that's nice having the higher crit, because I will actually get crit heals. Like, that is actually a benefit. Okay, I'm not gonna run in gung-ho this time. I'm just gonna kind of be normal about it. I think I just got a bit overly excited. Yeah, this guy's also got 300k. You can't just have more morale than me. This is not how this works. I remember one thing I was just talking about that I realized I never actually finished talking about. That was a really weird sentence. We were talking about the trait points and rewards for like Helm's Deep completion or whatever. One thing though that has changed, which is quite nice, is the Volume 3 gift box. They've actually given you in that a tracery, but it's a tracery token, but it's actually scaled. So I could actually get it on my max character and I'll have a 140 teal tracery, which I think is pretty fancy. I don't know if they did that necessarily on purpose, because I would have thought they would make it like a level 86 one. But yeah, it's actually kind of nice. Just getting a free scale tracery. I was actually going to go on to Harvellard and do it, because turns out I didn't do like 1 or 2 beginning quests, which meant I just get like a free token, which is quite nice. Or I could just do delvings and probably get legendaries, knowing my luck, but I make it sound like it's a bad thing. No, it's a very good thing. I like getting legendaries. I think that shade of goldy orange is quickly becoming my favorite color. I get like such a dopamine rush whenever I see it. I'm like, oh my god. Like I did that rift run earlier, and I even though it's completely I did the rift run, and even though it's completely useless to me, I got a one of the gold items from it, and I'm like, I want to store this forever now. Unfortunately, it's bound. Otherwise, I get it on Feyrand, but... Oh. I was thinking of taking Feyrand through at some point. I don't know at which point it's viable for me to do on my own. I guess technically, because the final elf lady, can't think of her name, because she is in a fellowship, I can heal her as well as kill the Balrog, so I think technically it's doable. You may have gone down a rabbit hole. Which rabbit hole? Oh no, I've got so many bleeds. That's supposed to do a bleed, isn't it? Or like consume a bleed. Oh, isn't there a chance of keeping the bleed or something? Oh, I don't know where buttons are. I don't know what healed me. That's something good. Oh, I accidentally swapped stances. What happened? It's nice that I'm getting heals. I tried playing TF2 again. It didn't go well. I realized, like, I haven't played a FPS
there is no lack
in a very long time. And I'm actually, like, normally pretty good at, like, FPS. Like, I like playing sniper normally. So I really enjoy the sort of precision and whatever you want to call it. Like, you know, something that's quite entertaining to me. And I tried playing it, and yeah, I was terrible today. But at least I got 86 incomparable runes. Nice. I also got some things, which that's meh. I look at these things and I'm like, oh, maybe they'll be better like as a tanking thing, and I realize they're still lower.
If we will survive this onslaught.
Lower morale total, and I'm like, oh, right. I was watching a video as well today that was about like lost games and stuff that were found and whatever. And randomly, it was talking about MMOs. I think it was talking about Spyro MMO. And then it was like, the next segment on it was literally like, another well-known franchise that has a lost MMO is The Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, but there is an MMO. He's like, well, it does have an MMO called Lord of the Rings Online. There was a previous one in like 1996 or something. I'm like, oh, right. Fair. Thank you for at least acknowledging. Digital clocks can be a bit time consuming. I still find it slightly weird, and maybe this is just me being like really judgy, but I work with someone who can't read an like an analog clock. Andang, thank you for the follow. And I'm just like, I think it was literally called Middle Earth Online, which I'm pretty sure isn't the Middle Earth Online, Middle Earth something, like the company that like owns the rights or something. Because I'm pretty sure if I go on lotro.com, there's a Middle Earth thingy at the bottom, right? Yeah, Middle Earth. I don't know if it's like entertainment or whatever. Enterprises, that's it. Yeah, that'll be why. Ooh, rich Aeolingus. I knew there was like supposed to be one beforehand, right? Because I remember like we did this big, not big, but there was like this stream we did a bit of a deep dive. I remember specifically I was in I remember specifically we were in Minas Morgul, because at the time it was endgame content, and we were just like doing daily the weeklies, and we were talking about how like there was an old like Lotro basically, and then the name got changed or something, and then also how apparently I think we read that this game was gonna have like marriage in it or something, but I can't remember. Yeah, I think that's literally what we were saying is, yeah, Middle Earth Online is like the previous name basically. All interesting stuff though. Is that a warband I can take out? Let's see. I'm talking about wanting characters that actually, or enemies that have high morale pools, and then getting scared, so let's try. I think if it was one-on-one, I could probably do that. It's fine now. We've got a marriage that gives us a free horse. It's great. Why not? Oh, I haven't even opened my hobby gift and stuff. I need to get my virtues. Oh, 20. Okay. Let's see how it is. Sell all those. Cure for boldness that goes in. Is it just a hat?
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Right, can I just like go straight to... I know I've got to go to Grimslade, or whatever it's called. Grimslade? Yes. But... yeah. Yeah, I think there's a... I just basically get really like weirdly giddy when I see Lotro in a video, right? Because like obviously a lot of my time revolves around this game. But I'm like, when I just see a random video and then Lotro shows up, I'm like, ooh, nice. I'm like, that's the one I play. But yeah, 2% extra healing, 2% cost reduction. No. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I am really curious. So obviously I've been doing a lot of epic battles, and I've been doing a lot of epic battles, and you obviously get scaled down. However, they didn't scale down virtues, so you can be really busted still. You can't really, but your like stats are basically maxed because, you know, you're still getting your virtue stats from like 84, like level, you know, virtue level 84, and it's still like kind of broken. I'm really curious to see. I haven't actually looked at what Feyran's gear looks like at that level, like what it scales up to. I know scaling down is a lot worse than scaling up, but yeah. Yeah, I remember I think we've watched on stream before. It's like you get, see, I think like Lutra has like one of the largest, for example. But then you get into stuff like, I always find it weird, or not, I don't know how to explain it. You get to like the end of those videos and it's like Minecraft, and it's just whatever, and it's like No Man's Sky Infinite, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of, you're right, but it feels a bit bit of a cheaty one, you know.
We have need of you.
See, we don't need to worry too much
Still
about the
much
scale,
to be
because
done.
like, what other game can you just like be a chicken and walk places?
Theoden's company parted with me upon the road and retreated to Helm's Deep. What news could have reached them that turned them from their path?
As much as I like the large world, I do kind of wish there was more going on at certain areas. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like the Yondershire, all things considered. My feelings about hobbits aside, but I really like the Yondershire. I like the gear it does and all that jazz, and it's definitely helped. But like, I kind of wish there was a reason for me to go back, you know? Let me play golf. There's a whole quest in the Shire about golf. Let me just play some golf.
The Rohirrim do not surrender.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely adore... Like, I am much more of a low-level content player. Not in regards to, like, I'm bad, except you just can't say that bit out loud. But I enjoy when they make more variety. I don't care much about raids, basically. So I really enjoy when, like, Yondershire came out, and missions, and you know, all that stuff. And I really do like... I enjoy most of Before the Shadow. I think I'm not a fan of the ending of Before the Shadow. That's the bit I don't like. Specifically, the bit where it goes, okay, now level to 32. It feels very, like, thrown together at the end. I don't know, they probably could have taken that bit out and then just had it literally go to Candace's encampment and then travel to Rivendell. Just cut out the go to 32. Yeah, but it's not... It's a thing that, like, a lot of people have mentioned. I just think it feels a bit, like, lazy, in my opinion. I'm not exactly a fan. Especially when people, like, it's literally advertised as 32. And not everybody has, like, XP earrings and stuff like that as well. So that's also another thing. Okay, good to know these just count as Westfold. Aragorn, aren't you, like, over there or something already? Yeah, I think it would be nice to see... Like, there are obviously Easter eggs and stuff. But yeah. I overall, like, I overall, like, really do enjoy, obviously, Before the Shadow. Like, I played through it multiple times at this point, and, like, gear is good. I'm still not sure if it's worth going to like... See, Yondershire is good in terms of gear, but I just don't know if it's better gear than before the Shadow stuff. And more specifically, I don't know if it's worth like going somewhere else. Sort of thing. Like, is it worth going to the Yondershire to get some gear to then come back? Or just, you know, continue on, basically. Oh, what is that? Fate 7. Is that the one I got in an epic battle? I think it is. Unfortunately, I already have Fate something or other. Fate 18. So I can only get... Wait, what? I'm gonna look up. I honestly can't be bothered to like work out what emotes I've got to do. So, Helm's Deep, too young, something, something, too young, too old. Okay. Yes, I'm lazy. All right, don't judge. Don't think I'm a particular fan of emote quests. Like, it's fine if they tell you what to do, I guess, but that's why I still, after all this time, have not done the 83 riddles, because I just don't have the energy to do that. I think that's bow. Yeah. Don't they have, I could be wrong about this, but I've been reading into, what's it called? What's the 115 raid, called? I obviously can't look it up, but, whatever the 115 raid is in Mordor's endgame raid, apparently I was reading that there's, like, lost lore in that. Which I think is kind of cool, like having a reason to explore further. Yeah, I've been looking it up, but I can't look it up on my skirmish thing, unfortunately, because I've been looking into gear, basically. And because the gear from that is bound to account, I basically... So I've done Threshold, like the Threshold raid, whatever you want to call it, instance. Which means, because of that, I can start buying the 6,000 motes essences. Basically, Abyss of Mordath, yeah. I knew I was thinking of like an M word, but I knew it was like, didn't start with that, if that makes sense. But yeah, basically, I've been looking into that because I was like, if I can just run it tier 2 on like Tavelard, right? If like 2 140s can run it, potentially, can we like get through it and basically just be able to buy, buy the gear and then try and run it ourselves when we get to 115? But I think it'd be cool to like be able to just get the gear, because it's a chance of dropping at tier 1, but if I can just buy it at tier 2, that would be nice. It might be a little bit cheaty, but I don't see why not, basically. Because yeah, I've already been buying the whatever they're called, the 6,000 the Slade-wrought essences or whatever they're called, because hey, why not? Let's start preparing for 35 levels from now. But I still see people like running it occasionally, so it's something that we can maybe try and do. Like Anvil people still do. Shire Slayer Deeds. I've never seen someone in LFF putting through Shire Slayer Deeds, but fair enough. Doom obviously is taken over pretty significantly at the minute. Hidden Horde, Puglak, Pelargir, interesting. Fair enough. The real grind is Malvor agility. I'm currently still fishing. I kind of, so I basically, on Melvor, I decided to get a load of coal and stuff so that I could get, yeah, basically I tried to get a load of the Corundium or whatever it's called so that I could start getting lost chests at level 100. Just because, I mean, if I can get extra stuff, why not? So, yeah, I've been doing that. And, I've just been fishing. Just sharks. I'm fishing sharks because I think they're the highest money for me at the minute. I'm just waiting until... I'm 106 fishing, so I'm waiting until 108, and apparently whatever the jellyfish thing is it's higher. Apparently. I've just got to the point though where I'm kind of just leaving it for days on end. I'm like checking in, obviously, but I'm not really doing much or changing much, so... I don't know. I was thinking about starting a non-adventure character at some point, but it's just going to be just as, like... I'm going to hit that same bottleneck, I guess. It's not like it's going to be particularly faster, it's just I don't have to unlock stuff. Oh no, Martin. Whatever happened in Martin? Right, so that hopefully shouldn't take too long. Westfold Explorer will then be that, so that's another 4,000. And then Quest of the Westfold is another, so we're up to 8,000 virtue experience, hopefully by the end of all this, so that's fun. And yeah, fingers crossed. Oh, I'm at 100,000 raw whales. 80 mil. Ranged enemies, please leave. I also realized I think I'm at a high enough level where I can get, or high enough rep where I can start getting, can I just do that again? Or what? Huh? Am I just picking up the water and then I click on the thing? I actually don't know. Yes, I do know that you used to be able to do that. That's why I have an extra random, nice, an extra random legendary on my champ. Nope, I think my phone is fine. Might start using range stance on these guys because, like, it'll take longer, but I could just start doing that. I'm doing that thing where I don't actually know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing, obviously, but, like, I don't know what quests I'm actively participating in, which is a little bit annoying. Right, let's have a little look around. Okay, cool. So, fingers crossed, he'll just get really distracted and pathing is just going to be kind of broken. Because it just kind of is, isn't it? And then he'll just kind of die. I should be doing about 83,000 damage from bleeds. Or from the light damage over time. So, fingers crossed. We shouldn't really hit anything that's problematic right now. I don't know what that one is. Oh, it's just mounted enemies. Okay. That's fine. We can work with that. So let's do that. I don't know why, but you just said assault rifle and I thought of a really... I don't think it runs anymore, but an MMO that I used to like... Is it technically an MMO? I guess kind of. There's a game I used to play, or wanted, like, tried to play, called PlanetSide. I think it was PlanetSide, or PlanetSide 2, I guess. Is it still running, or is it not? I just want it to, like, shut down. I don't know why, just reading the word assault rifle made me think of that game. It is free to play. It's a Daybreak game. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it. Just become only play Daybreak games. I'll just become Daybreak Man. What do I own of theirs? I mean, I guess I technically own like all of them because they're free to play, right? I know of Subnautica. I have never actively played it though. Not really sure it's a game that like quite appeals to me too much. I think I get like far too paranoid, but maybe that's the point. I've seen like clips of it before where like, you know, people just turn around these massive monsters in the sea and I'm like, yeah, no. No thanks. As natural selection? I don't know what that is. I mean, I'm aware of like the concept of natural selection. But... do these banners respawn? Can I just take out the same one over and over again, technically? How does this work? I don't even know what games I've been playing recently. I've been trying to like play more stuff. Like, not because I don't want to play Latro, I just think sometimes sometimes you don't want to play a game and you want another game to play. I don't know why I feel like I have to like justify me playing something that isn't Latro. I have a feeling I don't necessarily need to do that. I've been randomly playing Power Wash Simulator. I don't know why. I came home one day from work and it was like, you know what? I think Steam just like recommended it to me because I already owned it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play that because why not? Okay, I need to get rid of my range stance. It's getting on my nose. Get over here. Hey, we're doing all well. Well, I'm doing well. Hopefully everybody else is doing well. Fingers crossed. Just getting my quests done. And then I can just spend the next entire, like, week of my life just doing Slayers. It's pretty much the way it feels like. I am kind of slowly getting them done just through, well, doing the Fangorn daily stuff, you know, through the, like, killing bears and wolves and wargs and whatever. Got Wi-Fi after 2 weeks? Damn. Yeah, I had the sort of similar issue, I guess. When I moved here, it took me so long to, like, for my internet. My internet, like, I bought my internet. I went, hey, this, please. And then they were like, yeah, we'll get it to you on this day. And then canceled it, like, or they delayed it, like, by a month. The day before it was supposed to happen or something. And I was like, that can't happen. I was like, you expect me to live without internet for months? See, I kind of do that. I'll get, like, obsessed with a game, but, like, Latro's always one that I'll just come back to. Like, right now, I've been, like, hardcore watching a load of, like, okay, so about a month ago, I was watching a load of, like, Payday 2 videos. And then this month it's just kind of been TF2 videos constantly. And then I played TF2 today and I did Abysmal because I haven't played an FPS in ages. And I was like, I'm just gonna stick to what I know for the minute. Yeah, especially considering I've only got like a limited amount to work with on that, right? I keep getting like notifications for that. I like on my like Google News feed or whatever on my phone that just randomly comes up. I just keep seeing characters that I won't name for reasons.
Invaders have wrought this misery
And I'm like,
upon
oh,
us.
okay, yeah, I've Wait, did I just go in this one? I just went in that one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been watching anything. The last thing I watched, right, and this is because I've said for ages that I was going to watch it. The last show I watched was Fate Apocrypha. Because I said that I was going to actually watch that. I think I meant a different show, technically. It was still a Fate show that I meant, but I meant a different one. I got confused on which one. I got very confused because the beginning of it is like not actually the beginning. It's like kind of like within the last third, right? The beginning sort of scene. And I'm like, wait a minute, you can't have two of the same thing. How does this work? You can't have two of the same servant. How? So yeah. I was thinking it was the one. I thought Apocrypha was the one with Gilgamesh where he's like a caster. Because I've seen like a clip of that. And then, you know, then they like name drop a character like who has the same name. Yeah, the one with the Stolfo and stuff. And then you've got like a character called Shiro. And I'm like, oh, I know that name. I'm like, he's not who I think he is. How work? Yeah, I watched all of it. I like binged it in 2 days.
I am afraid of what is happening
So,
to
yeah.
these lands.
I like the Necromancer dude. I like him, he's cool. So yeah. That's my opinion. But yeah, I think the one I was thinking of is either a movie or like a different one. The Necromancer, as in like the
We must be
summoner, the
punished
one
for
who is
encroaching upon our lands.
Saber's master. I can't remember her name. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, this dude's just showed up with a shotgun because why not? Just practical approach in it. Okay, let's see how terrible this goes. You can't be clipping. This is not how this works. Just circle all the enemies and then we're fine. Oh, ranged enemies, my ultimate foe. That went surprisingly better. Oh yeah, and then I like the end of the thing. They have like who I apparently is supposed to be Waver with like his box. He has like a box with a thing in it, and I'm like, wait, how does that work if this is a different like timeline or whatever? And I had to go on like this weird like read, and I was like, wait a minute, how is that dude, but not how he's age? Timelines, how do they work? I really need to sort out my inventory. Please don't judge me for my inventory. I have consumables that I need to use, and it's gonna take like 24 hours to actually use them, and I have to physically be there clicking the button, and it's painful. And I have to have another character logged in. Help me. All for a skill that I'm never going to use. Why did I do this to myself? I'm level 95. How do you think I feel? Yeah. I get like really weird. It's like with like games as well, where I like won't play anything else for a while, and then I'll get like super addicted. I'll do the same with shows, where I just won't watch
These are
anything for
desperate
absolutely
times for
ages,
the
and then I'll be like,
Rohirrim.
right, I'm binging this now. Let's go find some fire, because I'm apparently whatever the opposite of a pyromaniac is. I like putting out fires, I guess. What was the other show I watched? Oh yeah, Mob Psycho 3. Mob Psycho 100, but season 3. I finished that as well. Yeah, I did watch Steins Gate. I started watching Steins Gate 0 because I keep forgetting it exists. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty much the honest truth as to why that happens. I think I'm just bad at multitasking. But I try to multitask. I get this with it, like, I am bad at it, but also I'm like, I'll watch stuff, but it won't necessarily be like my main focus. So it'll be like, I don't know, while I'm doing an epic battle or something, I'll watch a show. Which probably, I feel like I need to still be productive, even though I'm just technically relaxing. So, I don't know. Slight problem I have. Just wish I was more productive. Also wish I was like slightly less ill. I'm still like, you probably can't hear it that well, like, or that much, because like voice wise I think I'm kind of all right, but I am still slightly ill, and it's kind of been a pain. So yeah, I haven't really been too great because of that. Hey, we're now allied to the Helmingus, which I think means we can go get the travel skill. I think. Fair enough. I think as well, I've been watching less stuff because I recently have stopped like watching anything while I'm in bed. Like, I will a lot of the time get home, or at least used to. I'm doing it less now, but I was like getting home and I was like putting my headphones in and I was laying in bed and I was like watching something or listening to something, and then I realized I just don't enjoy doing that anymore. So I should have just been watching less because of that. Like, it used to just work easier, like better. I used to just be able to like almost listen to white noise basically. No, I haven't. I have not watched past the potato onion scene. I will never remember which one it is. Thing is, I know like a load of spoilers now because I get a lot of like, whenever I'm like scrolling through YouTube shorts, because you know you just mentally get dragged into that.
Wife of Sunu of Martin has a difficult task.
The amount of like
before
Attack
her
on
and
Titan
her
stuff I've seen, and I'm like, oh,
As
oh,
she
okay.
awaits his return, their town has fallen, and the people of Martin need a leader now more than ever.
I should just like take a week off work and just watch everything. Like, I still want to watch it, but yeah, I do get the whole thing of like, I get spoiled by it because of like whatever reason. And then I'm like, oh, well, it's not going to hit as hard. Like, there was times where, I can't remember what show it was. It might have even been like Doctor Who or potentially some other shows when I like couldn't you couldn't log into YouTube for like until you'd watched it, basically, because there was so many channels that just like uploaded clips, and because you've like, you know, previously watched one thing, it's like, you want to see the newest thing. I'm like, all right, I got spoiled by, you know, just going on my recommended. Cool. Fun. He's invisible. It's a ghost. I was really weird with JoJo's because I watched season 1 or whatever, like arc, whatever you want to call it, arc 1, Phantom Blood. I think it's Phantom Blood, and that was fine. And then Battle Tendency, which is season 2, I watched as well. And then Stardust Crusaders, which is 3, right? I watched and like, you know, got through. And then, not because I don't like it, but I got I watched like maybe halfway through, like a third of the way through the 4th season, which is I can't remember the name of it. It's not Golden Wind, because that's like the 5th one, right? Diamond is Unbreakable. That's the one. Yeah. And I just haven't finished it. Yeah. I have no reason to have not. I enjoyed it. What I've watched so far, but yeah. Eclipse. Wait, I'm confused. I don't know. I don't understand the pun. Also, don't crucify me for this, but in a similar way, I get really bad at watching shows or like finishing shows. I haven't finished Chainsaw Man. I think I'm on like episode 2. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm on episode 3 actually. I lie. Blasphemy, I know. Eclipse. Oh. Right. I think. I don't know. My brain no work. I'm just going to blame me being stupid on everything. Or blame everything on me being stupid. Oh, wait. I've got to choose the right one, except it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm going to say that you're in charge. And that you listen or you don't. Basically, hey, suck it up and do what you're told. Basically, I think that the outcome is literally exactly the same. Doesn't this person die in a few quests time? What? Agelwyn? I can't remember.
There are no.
Let me have a look. Agel. Spoilers. Spoilers. Not really. What about a 361 degree angle? I mean, I guess we'll find out, because literally we're doing all the quests. I don't want to have to like read through all the quest dialogue too much. If I see her get stabbed, I will see. I guess. I don't know if in the mustering, maybe. I think Martin's an already destroyed village, yes. And I think they go to Grimslade, and then she like nearly dies. I think. I could be wrong. I might even be thinking of a different quest line, honestly. I don't know why I'm doing that to this bird. Die? Thank you. Yeah, and then this one gives me a bunch of quests which I always struggle to find the final tree on. I don't know why. Because it's behind me, that's why. Haha. I worked it out. Oh, I've got a bunch of... Oh, just literally reputation. Kind of funny how the reputation stuff gives you so much. No, don't attack me. Why did you do this to me? Die from bleed. Thank you. So I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of quests that we get a little bit further up here. There's one more felled tree, and then there's some up here. Yeah, so we got to kill this, like... I like that they're kind of seen as being challenges, right? So it kind of tells you, hey, you don't have to do this if it's not, like, within your ability to. But if you want to challenge yourself, then here you go. So, like, I could get away without doing that, kill the guy in the middle quest. Kill like the main orc boss dude, but it's like, hey, if you want a little bit of an extra thing, then give it a shot. I like that. I like that it does that. The Equalizer 12. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna try and equalize the playing field. I know, it was a terrible pun. I apologize. Is there another felled tree close by? Probably not. So, no, because it's orange. I remember. I want to see if they update these at any point to have more colors. It'll be interesting. I'm actually quite interested in the patch notes for next week, only because I'm just curious if they fix the issue with the shield. I'm gonna just have to quickly... Oh, yeah. I was confused. Because I was like, I heard the voice and I was like, oh, it's that weird guy. And I was like, I don't like him. And then I'm gonna try and take this warband out. So that was that. And then second, I was just confused how he kind of existed outside of what was like the memory almost. Well, the thing is, yeah, when obviously in Zero he was kind of like obsessed with Joan of Arc, right? So I was like, oh, maybe that'll like be relevant. And then I heard his voice and I was like, oh yeah, that dude. I did look it up and I was just like double checking in my head. Like I just wanted to see a picture of the guy and see if it matched, and it did. And I was like, cool, okay. I didn't want to do that thing I do where I like look up a character and then I spent ages reading the like synopsis of the last few episodes and then spoil myself. So I just looked up a picture and it was good. And then I was really confused because like, yeah, so he was in the story kind of area, right? Or whatever. There was like kind of, I guess maybe kind of like a reality Marvel-esque situation, right? Is how I would maybe describe it. But then he was like, then he just appeared outside it. And I was like, wait a minute. Did I misunderstand? I think I must have just assumed it was kind of a different situation than it was. Because I don't know if he actually like got summoned then. Or if he was just sort of an illusion. I thought it was kind of funny that Achilles and whatever that other guy's called. we're like against each other, and he's like, I literally taught you. Like, who do you think taught you all this? Yeah, that one. I can't think of it. I just found it funny that he's like, oh wait, you know my one weakness? Huh. Grumpy adoptive dad. I mean, that's literally like the alternate title for The Mandalorian, right? Speaking of which, I like still haven't even watched season 2 of The Mandalorian or the Book of Boba Fett, which I hear is just basically The Mandalorian 2.5 after a while, like halfway through. So I just kind of got a little bit sick of all the like shows that all tie into everything. Like, I enjoy them, but I just don't know, it's just like overbearing almost. It's like too much sometimes. He's now in The Last of Us. Yeah, I don't know. So okay, so I actually haven't played The Last of Us. I don't really know much about The Last of Us, and I think that's actually perfect for me to watch the show, because I hear the show's good, and I hear it's quite truthful to the game. So that's kind of interesting, and I think it will be an interesting, like, maybe experiment of sorts for me to watch the show first and then maybe play the game after, like with pretty much no like knowledge beforehand. Yeah, I think the plane fight was cool, and then I was a bit confused because he was like, yeah, I can, the stars are my power. And I'm like, all right, cool. Fair enough. The stars are always here, so my power is always available to me. Bleed to death. Oh no, damn it. Hi. Don't mind me. Just destroying everything right in front of your face. Not that you can see out of that helmet. We good. Yeah, I always feel like I want to watch more stuff. I just don't know if I ever get like can commit to it. / born. I don't know why he doesn't here. Just like, oh. I'd be very curious to see what our /played's up to though. We are at 3 weeks, 5 days, 7 hours, 37 minutes, and 32 seconds. Now, I'm curious of how much of that is AFK, because I haven't really AFK'd all that much on Faerend, I don't think. Like, I've AFK'd technically, like, I've crafted a load of stuff all together, and I count that as AFK because I'm literally away from the keyboard, right? But I'm curious of how much that is, like, I don't think I've AFK'd an epic battle and then, I don't know, been logged on for like an extra hour before I got kicked off type of thing, right? So I'm just curious how much, like, active time versus non-active time that is. I definitely think if we weren't, like, going for everything, like, deed-wise, we'd easily be 140 by now. And, like, I could probably be 140 with, like, my 5 main traits, 5, probably 10 traits, like, capped by then, and probably have, like, pretty decent gear. I could probably be, like, full delving gear by now. If we were, like, at 140. Obviously, we're not. I am sort of gonna have a few extra, like, easiness to it, because as I continue with Faerend, or sorry, with Tarvelard, I'm going to be getting more stuff for Faerand, like my alt stuff. Like all my duplicates can just go straight to Faerand. So that is one benefit, having like bound to account gear, which I absolutely love. The fact that there is more bound to account gear. Really? Are you guys going to attack me? Don't you know that's a really bad idea? Roving murders a field. Roving threats? Where? That's going to be an interesting one to eventually go to. I think it's probably going to be a level 100 thing, just because that's kind of where it's set for, but I'd be curious to see, especially with our legendaries, like, being so different to old level 100 legendaries, if we can, like... I don't know if we'll be able to solo all of them, but I think there's quite a few roving threats we should be able to take out on our own. It kind of depends. There's that one in Evendim that has, like, an annoying terror thing that I hate. Hopefully that doesn't really do much. Follow the rivulet southwards. I don't think I've ever seen the word rivulet in my life. I clearly have, because I've done this quest before, but I've clearly not read it. Or paid much attention to it, I guess. But yeah, like, Evendim. Let's have a look at these guys. 1.1 million, 1.13, 2 million... I'm curious. Adio, have a good one. Hopefully, yeah, we should get to the end of this. I mean, we only have a couple more quests to go. Technically, 23 quests and we're like done, technically. Or we could stop, but I'm going to actually wait until the end. And then it's just grinding Fangorn. For my last little upgrade. In fact, I should probably get item treasury up and start looking at those things, because I do actually have enough tokens on Tarvelard. He's just not kindred yet, which is slightly frustrating. I should be able to look that up, to be honest. And then we go legendary only, and then we go shoulders. So, what are we looking at? So, these are will. And then we have that, which is probably what we'll go for, honestly. Those. And then those. Oh, that's not bad for the incoming healing, though. And then that's what we have currently. So we're not getting a massive agility increase. We're actually overall losing vitality by going for this. However, I'm also losing crit, which is a little bit worrying. So I gain physical mastery. I gain power with these. You know, I think it might not even be worth it. So I lose, so 314 times 4.8, which is my thing, is 1,507. So I'm getting 1,507.2 morale out of this. So I'm actually losing about 360 or something like that. 361, actually. Vitality. I'm gaining power, which really isn't that big a deal. And I'm gaining physical mastery, which I'm well overcapped on. And then here, I'm getting agility. Sure. I'm getting fate, which is... I don't actually know how much fate. This could be the outcome. But I don't think it's going to be 1,600 fate. So, Warden, agility... No, fate, crit. 2.5. 2.5 times 248. 620. So I lose basically 1,000 crit for 300 physical mastery. And I also lose vitality as well. Or I can go Fate, Vitality, Crit, or Fate, Vitality, Agility, Incoming Healing, Physical Mastery. I don't actually think it's an upgrade. Not gonna lie. That's actually a really difficult choice for me now. I don't know what to go with. I can see Nimble being the one I choose if I had to choose one, but I don't have to choose one ultimately. Is the point, I guess. And I don't think 7 agility is worth it. That's kind of disappointing, actually. I mean, it's good. It means I don't really have to worry about Fangorn as much. But still. Slightly disappointing. I wonder if, for any reason... No. Wait, what? Why? Why is that a thing? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have a really dumb idea. So, technically, I could go with those. I don't know why that's not an agility, like there's not an agility one of those. That seems a bit silly, but I get a vitality boost, I get a crit boost, I get a physical mastery boost, and I get, technically, still get stuff from might. However, I'm losing like 273 physical mastery, and I think 200 and probably not even anything like that. Yeah, I'm using 273 crit and physical mastery. But I think overall that's actually a better choice. Is this one. Which seems really stupid to me. I don't know why I can't have crit, basically. But yeah. Oh, I don't really like that being a thing, but okay. Yeah, because the difference is I get 2 physical mastery from might and I get 3 from agility. I do get other stats, so I'm losing parry evade, but I think I'm pretty good on those. I do gain block and parry technically though, so I still get stats. I get 1 less... No, I get the same parry, but I gain block instead of evade, basically. Yeah, okay. That's kind of dumb, but I'll take it. You never know, it might put me up to 45k morale, almost. We also still have virtues to go for, so it's not like I'm... that's my end game. Also, legendaries, you know? I still have legendaries to buy, upgrade, and etc. Right now I'm just really low on ancient script, but it shouldn't take us too long. Like here, crit on this one, that shouldn't be too bad. I can roughly gauge the crit that I will get out of it, which will be... How much, actually? I don't know. Do I have a 175? Like, maybe 114 crit? I think we're good. I'm missing a spear. There it is. Horses, be saddled. But yeah. And luckily, it should just still be a Taylor recipe, so I can just craft it myself. And I just need to crit, and yes. The fact that, like, that's a thing makes me think I should maybe start investing, like looking
Acting as
into,
they, Agelwin must now venture out
like if
to
I'm
lead
going
her people
tanking
to the
gear,
safety of the
is there a
Hornburg.
chance that
Theoden
might
King plans to make
is
his
actually
stand
potentially a
against the
better
vast forces
choice
of
in some
Isengard.
cases, because the might gear, the medium might gear is maybe more well suited to tankiness, like having the crit defense here on the gifted assault ancient thingies versus this one. But it also depends on potent, which was the potent assault. The potent assault is the tanking one, the morale ones. Okay. Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah. Let's not worry about it too much. You can leave if you want, but you won't survive. Bye. So the 20% virtue experience boost is on the 26th, apparently. Part of me thinks that I should try...
Will you aid
Wonder.
the horse lords?
If I can, like, basically be 1 or 2 off of, like, completing deeds. Like Slayer deeds. Maybe I should, like, hold on to them. But I don't know if I've got the patience. Come on, guys. Get over here. Need to work out what earrings I'm going for now. I might buy some of the... Like, since we're heading up to Helm's Deep now anyway, maybe I should start investing into, like, tanking, epic battle, like, medallion mark stuff. And just seeing where I can, like, switch into. Because right now, that's probably the safest way of doing it. Even though the item levels are a bit lower and stats are actually quite a bit lower than the gold stuff. I can sort of roughly see where I'm put at. Because one thing I did do, which actually was beneficial at the time, was I quickly chucked on a Moats bracelet, because it gave me quite a significant crit increase over what I previously had. I don't know where the thing I had before was. Not that one. I actually don't know where the other bracelet is. Oh, it was this one. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one, the other one. It didn't give me more crit, but it gave me more stats, and I get, like, close enough crit. That was it.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Mourn, and then go.
What business have you with
Finish.
the Rohirrim?
Obviously, I'm also just gonna, like, replace it eventually. Gambling.
The Westfold burns. Something must be
Okay, we're gonna go
done.
Grimslade, except
The
we're not
Westfold
gonna go
burns.
Grimslade yet.
Something must be done.
I am instead gonna quickly run in, grab the return skill or guide, muster skill, that's the word. And then I'm also, fingers crossed, going to just have a look at some of the epic battle stuff and just see if I can maybe replace this with, like, something temporarily as well. $2006, damn. Right. Slowly populate in. There we are. Helmingus Hi, how are you doing? I would like to muster in Helm's Deep. Thank you. And that will just help out stuff. Cool. And then I think everything else is pretty much worthless to us. Maybe these will be like worth something. I don't really think they are. Less like lower IM levels and stuff. Potentially for the crit like defense stuff maybe, but and then I'm gonna buy the horse actually, because otherwise all I need, well, I have plenty of tokens, but all I need is just to get kindred with these guys until I can get the horse.
Well.
And then cook. So I can get these foods, and these are just the kind of more basic ones. But basically what I saw is each Fangorn leave basically counts as one bit of food. So I'm probably going to invest in a load of those single-use recipes at some point. And then I'll just grab some like goat cheese and pear pasty stuff. I don't know. Whichever one actually is better. 4,200. That one's better then. Is it? This one has lower out of combat, but better in combat. So I think that one is overall better. Anyway, this is where I actually want to have a look. So let's go to Warden. And then I want to have a look at like bracelets. So it's lower crit, lower finesse. So like really like side stats, the refined dexterous gold bracelet of the Traveler, the moat stuff is actually better. However, it's only, this doesn't include the vitality stuff, which is a fair point. That's still more agility and significantly more vitality. However, I do lose that 1,000 crit. So that's a bit of an issue. But, oh, I guess not actually. How much is
Well met.
275? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 275. I'm literally 10 away. Ugh. I was like, maybe I could just pick up one of these and I could add to my stuff temporarily, maybe. I don't know. But no, it's fine. Yeah, you can see a slightly higher stats, and obviously when you got gold, it's significantly higher.
It is wise for wanderers.
Since it's just marks and medallions, and I do have 100,000 marks, I could quickly grab one of these. But I don't need the vitality. That's the thing. I don't think I really need to switch at all for the moment. I think I'm actually pretty happy with where I am in general. So, let us make our way to Grimslade. We have 19 quests. I know how to do maths, I swear. 19 quests remaining for us to do. I'm also curious to see where we're at in terms of our coffers. We are on 89. I'm waiting for it to get to 100 before I sort of grab all of those together. And then, yeah, hopefully, what was the thing? I can't remember. It's gonna wait for something to do something. That's very useful. It doesn't really matter. It's fun. Let's clear out that a bit. I mean, I do also want... Oh, yeah, I was going to wait for 100 before I do those, and then hopefully do 100 loot boxes. That was what I was saying. Anyway, what I was going to say is I'm actually really close to platinums as well. So in a minute, after we've done this, I might jump on, like, Zia as well. And I could probably do it solo. but Zia will just like be able to speed through it a lot quicker and just do a defensive Ministerieth run and try and get myself a platinum box, because that shouldn't be too difficult, assuming lag isn't a problem. And that way I can just get myself a platinum box and potentially even a gold box as a temporary, you know, fix. And then if we're lucky, we either just get a tons of stars of merit, or at least enough that we can maybe even just buy like one more. If we're 10 away from buying a teal, and we are potentially going to have to wear a teal just to get set bonuses, then, you know, we can go that route. And then yeah, we can just see about that. Because yeah, we should get 10 merits, and then if we go and get the thing is, if we get a platinum box, it more than likely won't be gold as well, but it also will probably just not be what we're after. Like, there's a high chance it'll be a tanking set, but that's good, because once I clear out my inventory and I can start getting rid of the Hitbolt shield stuff as well, then I can yeah, get rid of all those. I can get rid of this Hammer's protection now and stuff. Reclaimed boots of the crossroad. I don't even know where I got those. Bye. I think that might have been from whatever it's called. Osculia. Oh, and yeah, one thing we can have a look at is, yeah, this thing. This ring, the Taelka, the scaling elf ring, is, yeah, just a bit not great. Like, it kind of looks alright from the physical mastery aspect, but that is not a lot of vitality. So, yeah, unfortunately, not very good scaled. What does it even have in it? Contains 15 1000 virtue experiences for purchasing Ultimate Edition of Before the Shadow. Oh, well, I have 15k virtue experience ready to be picked up, apparently. Nice.
War is upon us.
Okay.
Down with Isengard.
Down with Isengard.
Someone will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
I might even put these, like, in a storage and get rid of some of my
Welcome, stranger from
cosmetics.
afar.
Put them in,
Welcome,
like, a
stranger
banking
from
character.
afar.
That kind of thing.
Welcome, stranger from afar.
And just clear up all this, have like a tanking set. It'll be nice. I guess you can. I was about to say it'd be nice if you can like separate bags or separate it into like blocks. But I guess my main thing is I'll just get like sequence bars or something, and I will try and use that to like have a equip all
desperate
tanking
times
stuff,
for the
equip all
We are a strong lot.
DPS stuff.
We will survive. Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
Do I go in? I'm pretty sure.
Welcome, my friend.
Does this have an individual? Yeah, they do. I find it really weird that they do that. And if you throw one away, it actually cancels the quest. I just find it weird that they don't stack. I wonder if that's affected by the VIP boost, or if it's just always that quick. Also, it's really weird that it's randomly chosen. That's very peculiar. Either way, done, sorted, easy.
We are a strong lot. We will
Sorted.
survive.
And
Do you
then,
bring provisions?
hey, my favorite,
Do
the
you bring
random gathering
provisions?
quest.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to
Hey, you
help
love 'em.
us?
Right, well, let's get on our horse and we'll just like quickly finish up the faster than a flash quest line. Wait, what? Oh, I'm dumb. We'll do that in a minute. I got distracted. Hi, I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same internal location, interior, that's the word, as the house in, the house with the gem chest in Edoras. In fact, I'm curious if the gem chest is even in here. Yes, we've got the same, shame of everything. Oh, would you look at that? There is a chest. It just doesn't have the gems on it. Instead, we have a cat. I think worthwhile trade, in my opinion.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I wonder if there's any quests in which, like, these common pieces of gear are actually, like, in some case, a best in slot. It's very unlikely, but I remember at one point there was at level 65, one of the best shields I could get was actually from a quest in Mirkwood. So, I wonder if there's anything similar for, like, jewelry. It wasn't actually the best, but there was a chance that it was
And well met, my
one
friend.
of the best. Oh, look at
Welcome, my
that. He's
friend.
suddenly... Huh. Okay, I'm real quick gonna just give him the other quest.
How could we possibly survive this?
How
could
I don't really want to... Oh, I guess I will.
Hildith, the headstrong wife of Grimbold, now leads Grimslade in her husband's absence.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Right. I'm just gonna, like, sit down for a bit. I know she gets, like, really angry at everybody, I'm pretty sure, if I remember this correctly. Just have to sit here for a bit. That's pretty much all we gotta do. Are you doing our own slow grow at the Helm's Deep cap? So yeah, basically, we've been level capped at each expansion cap for quite a while now. It's probably been... I actually don't know when this character was made. I know we've been like 3 weeks of playtime, nearly 4 weeks of playtime now. I think it was like beginning of 2021. So nearly 2 years? Has it really been that long? Or am I just being really silly? I think it was... Yeah, potentially beginning of like early, I think it was like April 2021 we started this character, something like that. Basically, so yeah, we went to 50, 60, 65, 75, 85, and now we are 95 as of the 2nd of...
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
As of the 2nd of January, we decided to go up to 95. So yeah, our entire life has become... Fangorn and epic battles. That's pretty much it. 2nd of April. Yeah. So... like, a little under 2 years to 95. I don't think that's that bad, actually. Like, I was saying earlier, if I had not done it this way, this warden... I probably wouldn't be as invested in this warden if I had just, like, leveled... normally, but I definitely would have been at 140 by now, and I probably would have had like full delving armor at this point, and probably like otherwise pretty decent gear, I think, overall.
Invaders have wrought this misery upon us.
So yeah. Yeah, the thing with epic battles is, because we're like mostly going for gold stuff, it's actually, I think, far more efficient for us to just buy it, ultimately. So getting 750 or whatever like stars of merit. So I've just been going through on like mostly on Defense of Minas Tirith and also Hammer of the Underworld, just going through my 140s. Not that difficult because, you know, virtues don't scale down, and just, you know, pretty easily getting through that. I mean, you can AFK it anyway, but also just getting platinums is so much more efficient. And then yeah. Oh. And then something else I've been doing recently is, in my own time, I haven't actually played him that much, but as of late, but I actually also started just before the end of the year of last year. I started up another completionist character, but it's a lot more casual and, you know, not as sort of everything needs to be done sort of thing on a Runekeeper, so that's also been quite fun. But I don't think I'm really going to stream on him. I think he's more of a just, you know, when I want to do something but not really, like, be super invested into it. Because ultimately, I really enjoy the lower level content stuff, and I definitely think 75 is my favorite cap so far. But sometimes I just don't want to do, like, delvings and everything like that. Yeah, it's nice to stay up. I'm actually really excited for 75 on that character. I still don't know what my goal is. I want, like, to put a goal and say, right, when I can achieve this, that's when I can increase the cap. So I don't think I'll be able to do, like, Rift on my own solo, but
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I mean, maybe I'll, like, try and do Rift, and then whether or not I do it doesn't really matter, but when I feel comfortable enough to start it, then I'll yeah, I think duo it's possible. I know someone's run it before level 50 Bjorning and then level 51 Guardian, but that was also, I think, with the previous legendary system, so I don't actually know how the new legendary system would affect it, and also us having, like, Osgiliath gear and stuff. Like, I did a Rift run today, but obviously it was on my 140, so it's not like it's difficult. I did get a gold drop, though, so I was very happy about that. It's useless to Tar Valard, but hey, I get that small dopamine rush. Yeah, like, even though I've got, you know, 70% outgoing healing and, you know, capped tactical mastery and everything, like, I just don't know. Like, I'm capped tactical mastery, crit, and also, like, other stuff. Yeah, tactical mastery, crit, outgoing healing, blah, 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 blah. Thoughts on delvings? I like them, but they can also just get, like, a little bit frustrating. I tried doing a delving the other day, tier 7, and then I don't know if it's the delving part that caused this necessarily, or just missions still being somewhat buggy, but I went in, attacked, like, a group of 3, which is fine, and then, like, more spawned in, like, hadn't loaded in fully on top of me, and then I, like, just died, and then I just couldn't be bothered to deal with it. I really enjoyed it for the first, like, week, and I really wanted to try it again with the changes to, like, the dread and stuff. I think it just depends on whatever the like, malice thing is, right? Because sometimes they're fine and don't really affect you. Sometimes they're, like, You do half the damage you normally do. Have fun. I also think as I got more gear, it became like, oh, less interesting for me. Because it's been like a frustrating time trying to get that last piece of gear. Like compared to before where it was like everything was an upgrade. But that kind of happens with just endgame as a whole. Is like, oh, I'm now running this instance to get like 10 extra vitality because I need a slightly higher item level on this item, for example. You know, and it can kind of get a little bit repetitive. But that said, I do enjoy them. I think it's a nice fresh way of doing it. It's just sometimes they frustrate me. I think one of the problems that I'm having right now is just there is so much I like need to do on a daily basis on Lotro. Like having weeklies is nice because you can do it over the course of 7 days. So you can have a day where you don't really do any. You can do like 3 missions for the, let's say for the 45, you can do like 3 missions one day and like 10 the next day. And then, you know, depending on how you feel. Whereas right now it's like, oh, I need to do epic battles every day, right? So I can get the stars of merit, so I can get the items. I need to do Fangorn on like 3 different characters every day, so I can get like the correct crafters done properly, right? So I need to get my metalsmith to Kindred, and I need to get my cook or Tarvelad up to get like the extra items to buy this, and I also need to get Fairend because I need to do all the stuff so I can get the jewelry and the armor and blah 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 blah. And then I have to add on delvings for like 5 characters. And then it just gets a little overwhelming. And that's like just dailies. And then I add in my weeklies. And I'm like, I don't know, it just gets a bit like overwhelming. And I just don't do any of it then. Like, I've been pretty good at doing my Fangorn stuff recently. I haven't touched delvings in a while because of it. I've been AFKing Helm's Deep, like epic battles. Not even Helm's Deep, I'm doing Minas Tirith stuff, right? So... That said, I'm glad Fangorn isn't a weekly, but I mean, if it was a weekly, but I got more
There are not
like
enough
rep out of it,
curses
I'd
in
probably
the
be
world
alright with
for
it,
the
to be fair.
invaders of the lands of Rohan.
It's like before with the old legendary system. I actually was because they made a change to Scrolls of Delving to make it where they had max levels, and you could basically get lower max levels at lower level areas. So like you could get the lowest ones at like Dol Amroth, and then you could go to like Minas Tirith dailies and trade for the other ones, kind of like enhancement runes, I guess, in a sense, right? And I was going to make this whole big like daily flow sheet or weekly flow sheet to be like, or flowchart, whatever, to be like, hey, I need to do this quest, this, like, to get this many items, to get this many things. And it's something I really want to do for this, but I just feel like, I don't know, sticking to that schedule might be like a bit of a pain. I want to do it to see what actually is required right now, but... It kind of worked with the Survivors of Fangorn area because... Or Survivors of Wildermore. Because one thing I was able to do is be like, I want this shield. To get this shield, I need to get this rep. To get this rep, I have to do these quests. I need these tokens to buy this. So I could have like a nice sort of... I like the idea of having my like perfect armor and then having a chart that leads back to like priority things to do. Like I need to do this quest to unlock this week, like weekly, to unlock the ability to do this to get this item, that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. Something we might have to do at 1:30 actually, because there's a lot of like weekly stuff for 1:30s. But that said, 1:30 is kind of a cheat for us, or at least me personally, because I did all that content on Tarvelad and Renaborn, especially Renaborn. So I have a lot of like currency for that area still available, and it's all bound to account mostly. So that kind of means I can just gift it to myself immediately at 1:30. Just feels a little bit cheaty, but yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's try and get all of our stuff. I don't need to kill you. I don't know why. Game animals. So you count. I don't know why my thing did that. Oh no. Don't make me have to collect the items. Whoever made that a thing, I severely dislike. Not gonna lie. Do you count? No. What about you? No. What about you? No.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Started playing Mario Kart again.
I
I
am
did.
afraid of what is
But
happening
like,
to these lands.
not like proper Mario
Do not
Kart.
know if we will survive
Kind of
this
annoying.
onslaught.
I went to work really early and someone else was there and I was like, well, we can't do anything for half an hour. Do you want to just like play Mario Kart? Where I proved that I am the king of Mario Kart. I won. Out of the 6 games we played in the last 2 days, I've only lost 1. I kind of wish they, well, maybe they do, but I'm not sure. Like, on DS, they made it so that Mario Kart, you could just have 1 copy and then, like, everybody else could play for free. I don't think they have that on the Switch. I kind of wish they did, because then I could just be like, bring in our Switches. Let's do that. Right, let's kill all our wargs then. I don't know why I can't just do all this. I once played against my niece with Monopoly. Right, so she saw a Monopoly set that I had and she was like really wanting to play it. So I was like, sure. And I realized I couldn't in good conscience like play against a smaller child who clearly doesn't understand sort of, I'm not saying there's much nuance to Monopoly, but I just felt bad because I was like, are you sure you don't want that building? Because like you sure you don't want to buy, like, there was so many decisions where I was just like, yeah, I don't know, I felt bad. I had to like purposely sort of do terrible, and even then I won like pretty easily. How could they? First they make weird Pokemon games and now they do this. How could they do such a thing? Okay, kill one of these. Fingers crossed. Is that one I've already got? Apparently so. Okay, fine. Right. Let's find our final piece. Cool. And let's maybe grab some Aeolingus Skarn. Why not, eh? Why not? Turdirkin. Isn't that like, you know, when you people put like animals inside animals and then cook it? I don't know if there's a term for it. Is that what you would call that? Like a duck inside a chicken inside a turkey or something? Where's my dude? There he is.
I am afraid of what
Right,
is
how many
happening
more
to
do
this
we actually
place.
have left to go? That is not the button I'm after. So, 46 out of 50. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We done. Elf Hunter's glitched and is now a giant. It's a giant elf? I can think of nothing scarier. I had like a weird bug the other day, but I can't remember what it was. It was like weird enough that I remember it, but not like remember specifically what it was. Like it's of note where I'm like, oh, that was weird. I mean, Lotro, buggy, never. It's the most stable game in the world. Can't believe I would be so blasphemous as to say otherwise. My favorite, like, bug, but not bug, is one that gets posted on the subreddit a few times, like, every couple months, is when you're in Langar... Is it Langaren? I can't think of the name. It's in Dunland. No, up here. What's this one called? Lanouche? Langaren is, before the shadow, right? There's a certain thing you can do where you have two like Corridans or something in the same place because of instancing. It gets posted about like far too often. A Hydra with a bad attitude. I mean, 5 geese on their own is dangerous, but you give them 1 consciousness, then mastermind. Yeah, Lotro is not buggy in any way. Is the most stable software I've ever used. It didn't literally crash 2 minutes into the stream or anything. I have no idea what you're about.
Impossible!
Impossible. Lotro
Weakling
bugged.
like you defeated the Wolf Master?
Yeah. I defeated the Wolfmaster through bug abuse. I just caused him to bug out. To be fair, I think the crashing that I had earlier isn't necessarily a Lotro issue, though I guess it is. It's more of a Feyrand issue. But I still don't know what happens. Well, you can't eat the swan. So there's that much. I remember for some reason I have just pictures of swans on my DSi. I remember when I got a DSi, me and my friend both got one. We would just like walk by the river near my house and we'd just take photos of just swans. Falcorn. What a corny name. Yeah, it's got corn in it. I don't know the reference. I don't know any reference. I'm not gonna lie, you could probably make a reference to like Lord of the Rings and I probably still wouldn't get it. I'm that like dense sometimes. Westford Grazers. Get over here. At least I'm picking up all the Aeolingus hides that I need. So it's kind of annoying because although I can like craft the tailor stuff, I actually am not high enough level in Forester to make the materials like the brushed Aeolingers hides or whatever they're called, which is kind of annoying because I've got to log in to another character, make the stuff, log out, log into the Faerun again, have the game crash because I logged into Faerun, relog, and then yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that. I've seen one screenshot and a cosplay. Some guy cosplayed as like Cartman in that, didn't he? Howdy, right.
I do not know if we will survive.
So
this
there's that,
onslaught.
and then I can also give him those, and then we've also got to find Kuvsig, and then we've also got to talk to Gandalf. That's an amazing idea. Maybe the UK should do that. See, the only reason I did level up Taylor on here is because of the recipes that I'm getting have you... Basically, it was a choice between either get Taylor up so that I can craft the item on here, or I have to take my other Taylor, level him up at least, I think, 1 level to accept the quests, grind him up to Kindred to then use the recipe. It was a lot easier for me to just use all my materials, because like I have a carry-all full of hides. Yeah, it was easier for me to take all those and just process and you know, do what I need to do. Because really, I didn't make this guy as a forest or as a like tailor. I mostly got him for where's my dude? Oh, yeah, I mostly got it for Prospector and supposed to be Forester, but I got lazy. Forester, the thing is, Forester is it never really benefited me, so I had like no reason to actively go out of my way to get it, which is why I never did. Like, I can make a carving every other level, but I can also just craft it using universal crafting ingredients. Like, there's not really much point in me bothering. Right. Now, is Gandalf's quest a session play, or am I forgetting
These
something?
are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I think it's a session play.
White Hand is
It is.
wicked.
How do you skip session plays? I guess because it's not part of the epic, it's not like something I can skip, but honestly, there is a chance that the game crashes because it's Faerun. So, yeah. Yeah, I just haven't actually seen the ability to skip, even when I've, like, done epic stuff. Or maybe what I had done wasn't technically, like, officially part of the epic, and that's why. Okay, game crashing. Oh, maybe not. Oh. My game is crashing. Woo, woo, woo. We love Lotro crashing. I'm just happy that I should be able to skip the epic battles at Minas Tirith because I've already done them. Because I... Honestly, not having story tales makes me just not want to do that content. At Minas Tirith, having story tales for Helm's Deep is perfectly fine, and I like that if you've previously done them, it will just let you skip. But having them not there for Minas Tirith is just a bit of a pain. So Lotro client 64 is not responding. If you close the program, you may lose information. Oh, that kind of reminds me of a really weird game. game. Really weird dream I had. I had a dream where I like for some reason installed like a disc version of Lotro. So like I have oh my god. I have like this copy, right, of Lotro. I don't know if the camera followed me for that. That was fun. This one. I have this copy. Whoa, thank you, camera. Camera, I'm right. Hello? Camera. My camera's going crazy. I don't like it. Anyway, I have this copy, and I, for some reason, dreamed that I installed it, and I somehow was able to play, like, that patch version. It was a very weird time. I have no idea what the camera did that entire time. It's supposed to be face tracking, but I only had that originally turned on to fix it earlier. I should probably turn it off. It's not the difficulty, it's just I don't want to have to put like half an hour of my time. Is it still doing it? I don't want to have to put like half an hour of my time into just like doing it when I want to like get through the epic. Maybe I'm like super, maybe I'm the bad person there, but right, that's it. I am canceling, I'm alt F4ing, rage quitting out of the game, and I'm relaunching it because it should just put me back into the epic. This is why I don't like session plays. Yeah, Pelargir is the one I don't want to do. Minas Tirith and the Defense of Minas Tirith and the whichever other one, the third one, at least you can AFK them, so you can kind of just get away with it. It's fine, but just like I said, it's not that it's difficult, it's just it takes too long, and I don't want to have to repetitively do it. Like my captain is currently going through, or was going through, the epic, trying to get me some
the servants of the White Hand launch a second attack,
trying to get me through and get more tracery
tokens.
tokens. And I got to Pelargir, and I couldn't be bothered. I'm like, oh, I get a tracery token, and I also get a universal solvent out of this? No, I really still can't be bothered. Also, I don't know if it's a new thing, but the fact that they have the, like, this is the default UI, right? Yet they have this, which you're going to have at this point, because it's always going to give that to you, overtaking the quest tracker. I feel like that's really not correctly designed. For me, it's not even the gear. Again, it's just literally my entire thing is I just don't want to do the content. Like, maybe I should, and then I can also get me some Stars of Merit for Feyran and stuff, but it's like session plays. I don't like session plays. I don't like being forced to do session plays, because like session plays are just really boring. Like, they're good for story, but the fact they made it so like the majority of the required ones are skippable is just good. Because I'm not sure about you, but this is not exactly interesting. Because I think I've said it before, but like, these guys are supposed to be super strong characters, right? And I'm like, I'm like, these guys are supposed to be super strong and like very important characters, yet they feel like they can barely like do any damage whatsoever. Like, I understand I'm overpowered technically, but just so slow. Like, Feyran would be done by now. Yeah, the edit one's good because you get like a max target 16 AoE with like not a terrible cooldown. It just kind of like takes you out of it, in my opinion. I don't know if it is because like mostly playing Warden, I'm like constantly pressing buttons trying to do masteries and stuff, but yeah, it's just meh. Come on. Oh, which one's that? Let me have a look. It might have just been a while since I've done them. I forgot. Volume 3 session play. Oh yeah. When you get like you're on like the campsites. Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't really know if there's many session plays I do like, honestly. Like, they're fine the first time, but they're just a bit, you know. I kind of wish, you know, once you've done it once on your account, you could maybe, like, do it again. Like, why have you got -10? Why are you getting corruptions that remove, like, make me do less damage? That's not fun. I don't even think I have corruption removals. So, why? Why add the mechanic?
Our mission is dire.
Why are you the only one with a level? Probably because he dies to something. Last match of the Ents was good, but that's only for the rewards. Ultimately.
What business have you with the Rotary?
It's like, can I even see this one? I don't even click that. The Fords have fallen. Let's have a look. I don't even know what. I don't even know what reward. Oh, it is called Survivors from the Ford. I get a pocket item from this. That's completely useless. Only useful thing is the rep. Is that it?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
What's rude? Saying that the pocket item was useless? Or? I also find it weird that you kind of have to like, he fades out, but then you also have to like beckon to him. Like if you do it like too far away, he's actually not there. so it's a bit of a pain. I am Elfmar. Why am I still Elfmar? Hello. His mustache is like fused to his face. Okay. Or I wasn't Elfmar, I was Elfhelm, I guess. Oh. Oh, oh, joy. I'm so glad that my game worked. The thing is, every time I'm like, oh, maybe it's like a plugin that I'm running. And I go through and I take all my plugins. I'm like, oh, Deed Tracker is probably like gonna be a real pain. I'll take that off. But it doesn't actually do anything. Like, maybe there's a slight effect, but there's still that massive, like, lag that happens. And then there's also, like, there's, like, the beginning I'm running at, like, 10 FPS. And there is actually, like, you know, as I said, the lag to everything. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. Right, with these 3 quests, we should complete that, which is then fine. And we're also going to do Fords of Eisen, Lufut Moss, and Erkenbrand's Refuge. I thought would be there, but maybe not. Worst case, we'll have a run around and have a look. But yeah, we got a pocket item we can't use, and rep. That's it. I guess technically the kind of useful item is at least the, you know, legendary item experience, because we should be up to 92 by the end of this, which is nice. Potentially even higher. Let's see.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help
I don't think
us?
there's a massive jump.
Do you bring provisions?
Not enough. Right. Final quest. Technically.
1,000 curses upon the
There we are. We are now done. 50 quests in the Westfold, and we've also completed all 5 quest deeds for the area. That's an extra 4,000 virtue experience into confidence now, because valor, wit, and determination are maxed. Confidence shouldn't be too far behind, and then wit afterwards.
How could we possibly survive this?
So I should gain another 4,000
1,000
virtue experience
curses upon the
once I discover all the places, so that's fine. And then what else is there? What's the, like, overarching deed? Deeds of the Eastemnut, Westemnut, whatever nut. 2,000 virtue experience. We also get moats, which is so difficult to get. 200 marks, and also Helmingus rep. But I feel by the time you've got all these done, you'll definitely kindred with Helmingus, so that's weird. Survivor of the Long Night. Have we not done that? I feel like we should have done that, right? Is that going to be a bugged out thing now for us? I want to have a look. Show completed. Epic Volume 3. Book 13. And then we've done 10 the Hornburg. So it's a hidden deed, but we apparently haven't done it. Helm's Dyke. Atop the wall. Defending the deep. Glittering caves. And Hornburg. Right. Oh, okay. So there is a quest that we have to do called To Helm's Deep, which is at the end of this quest line, which unlocks the deed, basically. So I'm not being scammed. We good. So Unexpected Compliance, and then we got Grimslade will Burn, which is an instance, the Shattered Lord, which is a load of landscape stuff, and then we have the Mustering, which is an instance, and then To Helm's Deep, which is the final quest that will then give us what we need. So that's good. I'm not getting scammed out of a deed completion. And that also should then give us 2,000 venture experience, incomparable enhancement runes, and also some other stuff. It's weird that... What do I get from that? Enhancement runes. Title of Hammerhand. Fair.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us? There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Wait, where? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot what I was just doing. This is going to take a while. Right. So yeah, we should be getting that and Explorer done today, fingers crossed. So 6,000 venture experience. Nice. While it won't max out everything, we will be 4 out of 5 of our main virtues maxed.
Down with
Which is
Isengard.
good.
How could we possibly survive this?
Help save Grimslave from the Half-Orc thingy majiggy.
The half-orc prisoner, terrified of burning along with Grimslade, has disclosed a planned attack by the servants of Saruman.
Saruman will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
So yeah, the only thing that's going to take a while now is going to be Slayers. Apparently I've already finished 2, so done Lendings and Orcs, which is good to know. What are we like close to? So Half-Orc Slayer is not that far off. 51 kills. Uruk Slayer, we are 25 out of 200. Orc Slayer is 35 out of 200. So those are just coming from the Fangorn dailies on the resource instances. So at some point, I will just chuck on a 6-hour Slayer Accelerator, run through this area, and just get everything generally done. Why won't you let me through? It's so sad. I would never break an oath. Ever. I don't want to become a ghost. You just imagine you just this one tiny thing you don't do, and then you're just forever cursed to be
How could we possibly
just left
survive this?
in ghostly form. So these incomparable ones are actually scaled, it seems, which is nice. I mean, that'll be even worse. Imagine if you were like totally up for it.
1,000 curses upon the
You're like, yeah, I'll fight. And then you're like, the guy in charge is like, nah, can't be bothered. And now you're cursed. No, and you didn't technically even do anything wrong. Do. Just give it a minute. We'll eventually. Oh no! How could you do this to me? How could you lie? Imagine lying. Oh, I got a Taylor scroll case. Let's see what we get in it. A Westernet Commoners Herald's Armaments. I was trying to read. You gonna deny me the ability to educate myself? You're a bad person. He looks so smug, so happy with himself. You'll be haunted forever by your broken oath. Ooh. See, we were talking about that. Go on, kill them. Oh. I think it would be funnier if he turned around. He should have been made to turn around and be like, wait, what? And then shot. Right.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
So I don't actually need to do any of the landscape stuff coming up. So I could get away with just quickly running over and doing the other quest. But
war is upon us. Down with Isengard.
that's kind of an okay-ish one. But yeah, this one has a bunch of side landscape stuff, whatever you want to call it. I am currently lagging out. That's fun. Oh. Come on, let me out. You're not allowed to leave because I said so. Please. Come on. Let me move. Oh. Okay, finally. Oh, let me guess. I'm gonna guess. Reduced awareness. Hey, look at that. I guess I'm technically supposed to guess before it happens, but let's be honest. We all knew it was reduced awareness. You can feel the reduced awareness. Oh. Yeah, it's not really a quicker way of doing it. I guess going to Gap Halt maybe. Even so, it's not really that much less. So yeah, if I actually look at this quest, if I go to the Helm's Deep, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-ish sub quests on top of this one. So 10, perfect time for us to use our fancy new 10 slots on here. One of them is a challenge, apparently, so that's fun. And then we have the mustering, which is an instance, which does something, apparently. We get a uncommon tracery, 86, we're entirely useless. And we also get a potential shield at 172, but still not as good as this one. I do eventually need to get around to making the, like, tanking variant of that. And then hopefully that will be good. I should know what my main stats are for tanking. Like, I guess I do, but I don't know what right now is, like, worth looking into. Like, tactical mitigation, physical mitigation, which just kind of come as is. Obviously health, and maybe crit defense as well. Three times as efficient. Nice. I don't think the landscape ones are here, though I think we come back here at some point. I want a scythe. I want a scythe. That'd be cool. Martial Fury proc chance. What is that? This one? Okay. Fair enough. See, I knew these things exist. I just don't know them by their names. Just imagine running around Middle-earth. Just with a scythe. Like, yeah, I'm a farmer. But I farm souls instead. Okay, this should be rather easy. So I actually want to stay on this page, and I want to just make sure that we've got all of them, because I don't want to be missing any quests that I sort of don't need to, if that makes sense. Although we've like done the quest deed, I don't want to like not finish a quest because I forget. We also still need rep. I don't even know where we are with hell. Not really. I don't really. I've never really been massively into watching TV, honestly, so it's never really been a thing. Like, I never watched like Friends. I know Seinfeld's like another, like, mostly American show at least. I don't really think it was ever on in the UK that I know of. I've seen clips. I personally don't really see the appeal, honestly. As long as you call it Bruce, then yeah, then it counts. It's the only way. Let me have a look. 90s American sitcoms. Let's have a look at what... This is recommended for me, but I will say if I've known them or watched them. Boy Meets World, I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. I can assume it's a sitcom because it's on here. Never had context. Seinfeld. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. Everything I've seen of it, I haven't thought is funny. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Frasier. Frasier? I've heard of it. Never watched it. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Probably the one I've seen most of, but still not really watched it. Friends. Yeah. I think Friends is one of those things that I care less about because there are some people whose like whole identity is Friends, and it like really is exhausting sometimes. It's like The Office as well. There are some people who like, I don't mind if you like it, but when it's like your entire like identity, it's just a bit like, really? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying there's some people that are like obsessed with it. Like, I've seen clips and I've been like, yeah, it's funny. But I also haven't like, I'm not invested enough into it. From what I've seen of Big Bang Theory, I don't really find it that entertaining. I've like watched clips, but I don't know. I get like really weird about
know if we will survive this onslaught.
like fake laughter on shows.
These are desperate times for the
You know what I mean? Sort of thing. Like canned laughter, I think is what it's called. I just find that really off-putting. Like in anything, honestly. I have not watched the Battlestar Galactica remake. I've also not watched Battlestar Galactica. I'm going to be really disappointing to a lot of people today by the amount of stuff I haven't watched in life. There was honestly about a 5-10 year period where I didn't watch like any movies. I didn't really watch TV either. Like... So like, for example, this is one that like people get like offended at me for, and it's like especially worse now. I have never seen Avatar, like the James Cameron Avatar, for example, and people get really like shocked by that and almost in some cases offended. I said it at work the other day because obviously the second one came out and someone was like, someone else that I work with was like, how have you not watched it? I've watched Avatar The Last Airbender. I have not seen Avatar, the movie with the blue things. The thing is, when it came out, it was during a period of time where I just haven't, oh yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan, Avatar movie, obviously quintessential, amazing movie. But yeah, it came out and I didn't go to watch it because like I didn't live near a cinema and like I didn't really have the ability to go out and just watch it sort of that easily. So I never watched it, and then it would like play on TV because it's popular, obviously. It would play on TV, but I'd always come down and my dad would like be watching it on TV or something because he'll just like sit and watch whatever movie's on, and yeah, that's fine. Except it was like halfway through, or you know, 3/4 of the way through, and I was like, well, I can't just sit down and watch it 3/4 of the way through because I have like zero context behind everything. So that's not going to work. Like, I know the story, I know the premise, I know roughly what goes on, so I probably could, but I don't want to sit down like halfway through a movie. Because, yeah, I just don't think that is really an idea. But even in, like, the past, like, 2 years, right? 3 years, I guess, technically, like, since the beginning of 2020, I've only gone to the cinema, and admittedly, cinemas were shut for, like, a long time, but I've only seen 2 movies in the cinema in the last, like, 3 years. So... that could actually be 3, I lie. Nope. Since 2020, I've only seen 2 movies in cinemas. And that was 1917 and the new Jurassic World. So, yeah. That's actually not a bad pocket item. Unfortunately, can't use it because it's a pocket item. I was supposed to be paying attention to how many quests I've done, and I really haven't done that thing, so that's fun. Alright, let's make sure. Pick up everything we can. I didn't even watch Lord of the Rings in the cinemas. Just because it was like nigh impossible for me to go to a cinema. Like now it's not that difficult for me. It's just timing and when I'm not working. But and I'm honestly not even that opposed to just going into a cinema on my own. Like there's people, and I totally get it, because I kind of feel the same sort of that. Like, you know, you don't want to go out to cinema on your own. I feel like I'm like, who cares? Nobody's gonna probably be looking at me because it's gonna be dark. Hopefully, at least. Well, I will say I haven't actually fully seen the extended editions, so I can technically like watch new content. So I just get really weird about watching stuff at the minute. Like I'm still like, obviously I've been in this flat for 6 months, so that nearly 6 months, so that's fine. It's whatever. But I get like really self-conscious about how much noise I make sometimes. Like I don't want to have my TV up too loud or anything like that, because honestly, I get home at like, so like yesterday, for example, I got home at probably like 12:30, and like the 2 nights before then, I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, I don't want to be like making a load of noise at like 1 o'clock in the morning, right underneath. Well, yeah, I think that's true. Like, you know, it's like a lot of people have said, like, whether or not like going to a cinema, going to watch a movie for like a date, a first date or whatever, is a good idea or not, because it's like you're not actually, you can't interact, you can't, like, you're just sitting there in darkness and silence, and like you don't want to be that person making a lot of noise. So it's like, you know, is it really, you know, efficient? I guess I don't know if efficient is the right way of wording it. But yeah, you can just sit there. And then you can just get really annoyed at other
Grimbold
people
has fallen into a deep
making
gloom
noise.
since the
And you
death
don't
of
have
Prince
anybody
Theored,
being like,
and deeper
who's that
still
guy?
when
I went
ill
to
fell when the
watch
Rohirrim
like
abandoned him. He now
Infinity
awaits
War
death
with my sister
as the
when it
last
came out.
defender of the fords.
And
What business
she,
have you
like,
with
I
the
was a lot more
Rohirrim?
into it than she was. So she was like, who's that guy again? Like, I was like, oh, I was like, really? It's like, do some research. Come on, that's Iron Man. How do you not know Iron Man? Tell Grimbold a story. Imagine a story. Yoda, I've seen him. He's that little green thing. That little green puppet, yeah? Just looking at like the Hidden Horde Warden stuff. That's some interesting stuff. So 10% melee damage plus 15% to Martial Fury proc chance. So that's like double bleeds. And then if you went assuming sort of tanky stuff, plus 1% physical mitigation, 2% tactical mitigation. And then for a 4 set is each time you block, parry, or evade, the cooldown of for the free peoples is reduced by 1 second. And for the free peoples is down here. Enter a state in which every Gambit builder builds a stacking mitigation buff for the Fellowship. So that's not bad, I guess, if you can just do that more consistently. Yoda's level 50. I thought he'd be a Grandmaster, so he'd be like a bit higher level. I should play LP for free peoples. Because nothing is truly
What brings
free.
you to these lands?
We should take down the LP establishment. Your mind tricks won't work on me. Go on, Grimbold. Run, run, run. Don't we get to see, like, this guy? I could take him out. I can take him. There is grave danger ahead. I wonder how you can see that.
Our mission is
I wonder how you
dire.
could tell that. Like, Gandalf, you've ruined it. Gandalf, you're such a spoilsport. You healed him. How are you healing him? That's not how you're supposed to do it. He's at max health now. Come on. The mustering must complete, because I would like my deed, please. And then, how far are we away? We are currently 1 away. Erkenbrand's Refuge, which, let me guess, we should probably get taken to in a second, I would hope. Fingers crossed. Hey, there we are. So, Explorer of the Western and Westfold Explorer. So, that means we should be capped in confidence, and we should be starting to build into wit, which is our crit. I actually don't know how far we go up into it. So looking at it, 47. How much crit do we get? We get 1,082. So we get it like 100 and... Well, it's nearly like 200, just under 200. A Jedi mime trick. Maybe they're really good at cheating at mimes. Maybe they can like telepathically, like, if they're playing charades, they can just be like, it's this movie, The Phantom Menace, that movie I starred in. So we get like a 400 finesse, 200-ish crit, 104 physical and tactical mastery, plus then about 55, I think, extra physical and tactical mastery. And I get hiccups as well. Okay, 2 helms deep, we get an earring. It'd be kind of cool if you got like something equivalent, like if there was a quest maybe that somehow gave you like an epic battle jewelry thing almost, but I guess not. Ambush critical chance and damage multiplier. I like the idea of a damage multiplier, but it's not really a damage multiplier, is it? You think multiplier would literally be like ×2. I guess it's like multiplying by 0.4. But still, I don't think that counts. These guys are not paying attention at all, and that's good. Oh wait, he paid attention. Damn it. Right, so after this quest is done, I think that puts us at like done with the quests of this zone. So what I'll probably do is jump on Zir. We'll do an epic battle, try and get that platinum. Fingers crossed. Maybe. And see how all that goes. And then tomorrow we should see the patch notes. And then fingers crossed, if all has gone well, maybe we can get like shield drops from Doom and Blackgrave, potentially.
There's still much to be done.
That would be nice. And then what I'm going to be doing a little bit is, I might honestly, I don't actually know what if I'll do this, but I have pretty decent like on these, like vitality is 19, might is now 11, but honestly I could just get like agility 19 and just buy one of these real quick. And then a fate one, and then try and get like a couple up. I might buy like 2, and then as soon as we get to 100, I have the extra one that I'm missing while they're on sale. Maybe.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands. These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Right, it's going to send us back to Martin, which is interesting. But one thing we can do now as well is we are going to be kindred with the Halamingus, which means we can get ourselves another horse, which is good. I want to check my raid logs as well. Hey, there we are. So 999 on our recent completions, but we are actually higher than that overall. In terms of deeds completed, we are at 1,216 total out of technically 2002, but that includes like stuff we can't do right now officially, like the champion, the challenge stuff, and what have you. So, and stuff like the riddles beneath the inn, which I just don't want to do. I'm also really curious because can we do tier 3 now? No, we can't. What if we do 6-man? Because can we do tier 2 1-man? No. I just want us to be able to do tier 3 at some point and then get this remaining thing, and that way we can do Deeds of Sarthorn and then get the horse, because it's kind of the only reason I want it to do it, is I just want Steed of the Black Grave without having to wait to get to 140 in order to do it, because that's just going to be kind of a pain. Though I am curious, if the level cap went up to 150, would we have to be 150 to do it at tier 3, or would we be able to still do it at 140? I don't know. Also, I have one of these, and I'm pretty sure, is this like after battle or something? I just don't want it to be like we get to 140 and then they jump up to 150, and then like because of that we have to go up another 10 levels later. Right, then we gotta hope this session play doesn't just kill the character again, basically. Which it probably will, and I'll probably have to like force shut the client and then turn it back on again. I think I'm just gonna force it. Oh, your account is in use. Either you are logged in somewhere else or someone else is using your account. Well, I'm not using my account. Huh. Normally, if you like log in, it cuts the first client off. I'm surprised it did that. Right, cool. Loud noises. So many loud noises. Okay, hopefully I don't mess this one up, because like it's a bit of a pain if You go like the wrong direction. Watch and wait. I'm just gonna tab out so I don't have to hear that. Actually, will even be better. Do that, and then that one. That one. Is there a point in me doing this? Not really. Just gonna chuck everything in there, even this one. Okay, it's now quiet enough that I don't hate it. I'm gonna die. I think they should have our character run across. I think that'll be funny. Why can't Feyrand be running with... Oh, but... Psych, I wasn't actually dead. Is probably like... That whole thing there was probably better animation than, I'm not gonna lie, I like most content. Try to escape south. Well, oh no, south is this way. I just assumed south is that way because... Well... It was behind me. Northwest. I don't know if it'll trap me here or if it's this one. I think it's this one. No? Around here, maybe? Like, what counts as northwest? Is it from the location I was? There's Gandalf just being cool, because why not? That's why this quest is a real pain to me. Let me up. Let me up. I know it's not northwest, but I'm like, maybe it'll work properly now. Not here. Aragorn's just up here. No. So it's gotta be over here then. Like, I know, I'm not being stupid. Like, I know where northwest is, but it's like, what counts? Like, where is the trigger? Run northwest towards Erkenbrand and Gandalf. Yeah, that's what I did. Alright, there's Erkenbrand and Gandalf. Maybe I was like too far up. Maybe I was too north. Okay, fine. Then Legolas and Aragorn, which are up here. So that's fine. And then run north as you can. Where did these trees come from? This forest was not here before. Right, cool. And now we can start like doing what we need to do. So we go like a little bit to the west. It should be around here-ish. There it is. Go north and die. Well, thank you, walkthrough and notes on the wiki. Thank you so much. I think it literally just wants you to get killed by these guys, so I'm just gonna... just AFK. Thank you. Never have I been so happy to die in an instance. Right, let's hope the game doesn't crash on the exit of this instance. Fingers crossed. It seems loading in stuff isn't as bad as like unloading it. I guess we'll see though. Might be there for a while though. Right. Theoden, thank you for the enhancement runes. That's all I was here for. And then I just want to have a look up the fate of the dissenters. Just to check if there's anything else after. No. Technically, no. You know, I'm going to go to Gapholt. I think that's probably the better way of doing this. While my game starts to increase its FPS slowly but surely. Please, thank you. I'd like to get above 24 FPS if I could.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Oh, I can't go to Gapholt from here. Let's go to Woodhurst and then to Gapholt. There we are. Frame rate. Thank you, frame rate.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim. I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
And then just south. I think, sort of south and not to our death. Thank you. Was that more efficient? Probably not. Did I still do it? Yeah. Right. Right, can we get on a horse? Perfect. And then as soon as we're done with this, we are finished with this content. And then it's just literally just the remainder of everything is just grinding, pretty much. That's pretty much all there is. Right, let me just be a little bit sneaky, and then I'm going to run inside, and then I'm going to run outside, and then I should just reset all my aggro. Though I am still in combat apparently, but I think that might just be the game acting up. And then search for my final dude. Which would be a bit quicker if I wasn't actually in combat, but I don't know who's trying to fight me. Whoever they are, not the brightest, all things considered. Anything of interest in your thing? Evidently only wish to return to salvage his lost riches. Here they lie untouched after his death. And why did I not get any of them? Huh? Why am I not allowed to steal this man's... Oh, I can't even use the, my travel skills. Well, that's just a bit annoying. I mean, I can. But because I'm technically in combat, I can't. Okay. So, let us head back to Helm's Deep real quick, which I can actually just do with the travel skill now that I'm out of combat. So that's pretty good. And then we shall get stuff sorted. Right. So that's all the questing done in that regards. I really want to quickly just have a quick look at this legendary jewelry, because I don't know. Right now, we can go... we've already got the set bonus for the first set, so we don't actually have to worry about our other earring being a specific one. Now, bracelet, we do eventually want to go for the second stuff. We've already got the second ring, so we're going to need... I think the way we're going is we're going to have a second exquisite bracelet and then a second regular bracelet, a tier 1, for the 10% chance on hit, damage every 2 seconds for 16 seconds. Just having more bleeds is just generally good for us. And I don't think the stats are particularly different.
Friend.
So if I have a quick look. They're a bit lower. That's quite a lot of vitality I'm leaving on the floor, actually, but... and finesse, but I mean power isn't a huge deal. But then I don't really want to be taking off the worm, the Wormfire Huntsman ring for the crit boost at the moment. That's a Bjorning's ring. I don't want to have a look at that. Why does a Bjorning ring get more than me? That's rude. And then necklace, obviously I've already gone for it, so I could technically, but I can't because it's earring. I was like, maybe I could go for this for my other earring for the vitality boost, because I'm still getting more agility. I'm losing physical mastery, but I'm gaining like so much more morale. So there's a chance I'll go for that on my other earring, because I'm overcapped on I'm overcapped on physical mastery anyway, so losing a bit isn't a huge deal. And also switching out this bracelet, not this bracelet, this bracelet. I'll be boosting stuff here as well anyway. So I do lose crit, but I'll gain crit from these, so it's fine. I should make up roughly the difference. And then, yeah, other thing is, yeah, the ring we're going to keep, the pocket item we're not going to. So I think that's generally the play, is that is my third earring, oh, my second earring for the vitality boost. Because I can't get the set bonus for that anyway. And then going this and this, and keeping the Wormfire, and then going for the Might shoulders. So ultimately that's 700, 1,400,
Well met.
and then 1,675 stars of merit required. Unless I somehow get this one from a platinum box.
What news do you bring, traveler?
Maybe. Which would be kind of nice. But yeah, ultimately, I think that's the play. This stays the same. Shoulders, as I said. And then, yeah, we're going to stick with the Wormfire Ring for the minute. Stats are lower, but having that crit buff, I think, is generally a good idea. And nothing beats our level 75 Shimmering Cloak 20 levels later, so not really much going on there. Like, yeah, I just don't see an increase. Maybe at 100, as I said, with the essences and stuff, possibly, but that said, I just don't, like, if I even go incomparable, I just don't see any of them really being better. Maybe one of these, but even so, that's less. Like, though those stats are wrong, I'm pretty sure. Even the vitality one, less vitality, don't get the max morale. Other stuff's nice, but I don't. Thing is, I don't really need the like offensive stats, so having the cloak with just pure vitality is preferred. When I get to stuff like this, we're probably just gonna have to switch it out and just be like, yeah, we'll go 105 and we'll get the agility, like 1,000 agility and 4,000 crit and an essence slot is fine. I can deal with that being lower, but yeah, right now I just don't think there's anything specifically that beats it out, unless for some reason Cloak of the Rangers, no, yeah, it's Cloak of the Bridge Warden that would potentially beat it out at 175. It's the only one I can see potentially doing it, only because this one at 175 has 508 vitality. So I'm guessing it would be those stats but agility, but even so, it's still worse, which kind of sucks. I could put that cloak on, though. That cloak is usable by me. I just get like a little less. I get 352 less physical mastery and crit. That's literally the only difference. So I can use might stuff. I kind of forgot that I can use might stuff. So I actually have 2 sets of stuff to look at potentially, just in case. Anyway, though, I think, all things considered, we got pretty much all I want to do done. So I think it's going to be a bit of a shorter one today, and I'll finish off for now. Thursday, I will be streaming, but a little bit earlier, just because I have to go to work at like 8 o'clock. Normally I start at 6, so I don't know exactly what time I'm going to start, but we will be starting a bit early, stream-wise, before I have to leave and have a meeting. But yeah, I think there's not really much else I can do without just basically dragging out the stream for kind of the sake of it. So I will finish off, and yeah, I'll see if I can stream like potentially tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning, just to have an extra bit of time. Maybe even if I'm just doing something more chill in the morning, or I can, you know, I don't know, do delvings on an alt account or something. But we'll see. And then yeah, Thursday, I'll see. Thursday might just be like doing I don't really know. I guess I'll have to think of it anyway, but we're going to be just doing Slayers for a bit anyway, so there's a chance I might just be doing some Slayers and some morning streams for a bit. And then, I mean, Feyrand isn't the only character, so we can always play a different character. But I think overall, that will be it for this evening. So a little bit of a shorter one, but hopefully that just means I can, like, rest a bit earlier today and then maybe get up earlier tomorrow and then, like, do a bit of streaming tomorrow and be a bit more consistent in days rather than just pure time sort of thing. Anyway, so thank you all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I did, because I finally got all the stuff I wanted to do done. Yay. and then yeah, fingers crossed that tomorrow, Wednesday I won't really be able to stream because server downtimes, that's a bit of a pain, but maybe I will. if I'm just like super early. Hopefully tomorrow the patch notes kind of say something about Warden Shields from Blackgrave or Doom. That would be great if that did happen. And then if that's the case, we can actually like start trying to farm those up and see if they're better. I might also just quickly do some like trying to get cloaks. But the thing is that cloak, as I just said, isn't actually better. Though it could be worth sacrificing a bit of vitality if I'm getting a load from here. Or from the earrings or something. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I'm probably still going to try and get the shield at some point. But yeah, as I said, I'll see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.